why do I do what I do? I brought this up multiple times, but the reason why I do this is because it's just fun to me. It's something I do as a hobby when I'm not doing my other hobbies like art or playing video games or whatnot like that. And so the reason why I want to make this video is because I want to get something out of the way that I don't know. I guess I just felt like it should be something that a lot of people need to hear. But like if you're on YouTube, for example, you don't really necessarily need to make content. But the problem is that I've met a lot of people who, I don't know, they haven't gotten on my nerves how they go, oh well, you know, I have fans or whatever, and you know, whenever I'm getting to one of my many arguments, because I can't keep my mouth shut, because that's just the person I am. I'm the person who actually likes asking things, the reason why people do things, and the reason why people like saying certain things. And one of these people, I mean, obviously people, I don't know if you do know him or not, but like the famous, I guess, 4Kids troll, Tammy Newborn or whatever. So I'm asking around, I'm sitting there like, you know, you don't have a fan base, so how do you have fans? You don't have content, you don't have anything that will hold the fandom together. What makes you liable, or what do you have the conditions for a fan, you know? I mean, it makes no sense. And he's like, well, I got a few fans, if you just talk to them, giving me links and like that's not what I asked you. And clearly these people, that's not credible evidence. You just linked me to a channel. Alright. But the whole point of this is like, okay, so like I said, you don't need to have content to have a YouTube channel. But at the same time, I feel like people think that just because they're on YouTube, that they need to go out of the way to be this big spectacle. They need to be the next big thing. And to me, that's not the case. Just do what you like doing. I mean, I got 17 subscribers, and I'm not like, oh god, I need to be the next music reviewer or the next Let's Player. That's not the whole point of YouTube. The point of YouTube is to have a platform that, okay, they really destroyed this purpose, but broadcast yourself. And, you know, they destroyed two of the most famous things that made YouTube. Okay, so let's take broadcast, for example. When you're broadcasting, like, okay, first of all, the content ID is going to help you, well, hinder you from broadcasting yourself anyway, because the way people are is like people are still having problems with the system, and YouTube will not fix it, Google won't fix it. The problem is the people say, oh well, you need to work around it, but I'm sitting there thinking that there shouldn't be a workaround. That's the whole point of broadcasting yourself, right? It's an expression of oneself instead of an expression of what someone else thinks of you. And we shouldn't have to make a workaround to a system that's supposed to advocate freedom, if you get what I'm saying. And the yourself part of that, well, not really, because again, that goes back to the problem that my main point of this, people are trying way too hard to be other people. And, okay, I started reviewing music because I like music, and I'm a big fan of something like that. And this is such thing as you can be influenced by someone. I was influenced by the Rap Critic or Todd and Shadows. That's understandable. I'm not trying to rip them off. I'm not trying to make this grand spectacle, but it's such thing as being influenced by. Same thing with Let's Plays or, you know, movie reviews. You can be influenced by someone, but you can just have your own flavor. Even if you just make like videos of just you sitting in front of a camera reviewing a movie, that can be entertaining. It doesn't have to be this grand spectacle, and I'm sad that the community has to think this way. They have to think that, you know, you need to be the next big thing. Like I said, you need to be the next PewDiePie if you want to be a Let's Player, or the Jacksepticeye, or the Markipliers, or the Game Grumps, or you need to be someone like that. You need to be the next, you know, famous music reviewer. You know, you need to be on the map in order to be relevant, and you can't just have your own little bubble of people who enjoy your work. That's not what fame is to these people. It's about being the next big thing, being the next cog in the machine. And that's not the point of my channel. That's what I've told people. That's not really the point of why I do this. I do this as a hobby. I do lots of things. I review music. I talk shit about people on the internet. I mean, I made like 3 videos on Low Tier God. That's only because, I mean, I think he's an awful person, but I don't wish death upon him like some people go. Like, he's awful as an internet personality and probably as a real person, but like the same thing with Darkside Phil. I mean, they made you shitty people, but why would you want them dead? Now, I've seen people go, "Oh, if I see this guy in real life, I'd kill him." I'm like, why would you do that? That makes no sense to me. Why would you do something like that? Why would you go put forth the effort to do something like that? That makes no sense to me. If you're gonna talk shit about someone, then just talk shit about someone. That's alright. I mean, I don't wish death upon the dude, and nor do I want to fight him. Why would I want to fight him? Who cares? I mean, it's just me making a video about my opinion on him. If he can't handle an opinion, then why is he fucking here? And you know, the fact is that, like, okay, I don't want to get back on low tier ground, but just him in general, that's kind of the point of here, you know, trying to be like other people. Like, the point is, like, when you go out of your way to talk shit about other people, but you don't want other people to talk shit about you, why do you hype yourself up so much? That's where I'm leaving it. I don't want to get back on this thing. If I want to make another video on him, I'll make another video on it. But the point of this video is, like, we get really tired of people who have these fake accounts, and like when I say something to someone, like for example, like I'm sitting there talking to people about 4 kids or whatever, you know, they're a dead fucking subject, first of all. And for one thing, like I'm sitting there thinking, like, you know, these people come in like, oh, they weren't good anyway, you know. Yeah, like, yeah, they really weren't. They've had problems. I don't completely hate 4 kids. I like some of the shows they've done. Their Yu-Gi-Oh dub isn't that bad. Neither is their Pokemon dub. They have stupid fucking edits. It doesn't mean they're unanimously bad. I mean, the One Piece dub could use some work, but it's not unanimously bad. It's awful in the sense that it makes no sense of why they would have something like this if that's not part of the mission statement. Like I said to someone, and clearly they didn't get it, if you're not going to do something correctly, then leave it alone. If that's not your mission statement, then leave it alone. Their shows are like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or whatever else, you know, very made for young kids shows. Not something like for young teens that has a lot of blood and violence in it. That's not what 4 Kids was about. But like the thing is, like when I go on these people, they have these empty fucking accounts and they're talking shit like, oh, I have fans and stuff like that. It's like, no, you don't. You have an empty fucking account. You're a sock puppet. That's what you are. You are a sock puppet. What are sock puppets? You know, they are people who they can fit right in, like a glove on your hand. You know, and you just parrot whatever they're saying. You parrot to them what you want them to say. You know, that's what people are. Like this guy. I don't want to make an entire video about this dude. I was going to, but it's like I don't need to. I don't know what his name is. His name's Cameron, right? Or something like that. My Low Tier God video, which I'm actually proud about how that came out. I'm glad that other people think the same way, you know, about him. I'm not the only one. I just think he's a piece of shit online. He just has a horrible personality that I don't understand why people give this dude money. You can like him, but why would you hand him money? He's an asshole. That's my point here. And like, this is a guy named Cameron, like, oh, he's like, oh, you need speech therapy, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm not the best talker in the world. I'm not the best reader. I try, but it doesn't mean I'm the best thing. I've already said that I'm not the best thing in the world. I know this. I'm not the best looking guy in the world either. I don't give a fuck. I mean, why would I care about what other people think? If you go through your entire life caring about what other people think, then your life's not going to be that good to begin with, because you're forming your own opinion on other people, which makes no sense. You are a human being. You're an individual. You're supposed to think the way you think, not the way everyone else thinks. And to me, again, that goes back to Low Tier God. That's one of his main problems. He's so caught up in what other people think that he tries to bounce that around and turn it around to make it seem like he thinks that. You know, he's viewing his own alpha maleness or whatever it is based off himself or based off other people, which makes no sense to me. But what the fuck ever. And like, you know, I don't understand what this Cameron guy's deal is. I don't know what he is. I even clicked on... The first thing I do with kind of people like this is to make sure they have other content of themselves and they're not just sock puppet. Because it's really suspicious if you have an account that's empty as fuck and 1 subscriber. That's really suspicious. It's like, why are you here? Why specifically are you here? Why are you not, like, enjoying yourself everywhere else? You have 1 subscriber, which means, like, either your account has been dead for that long, and for some reason you got 1 subscriber as your friend. You don't have anything. Like I said, you don't have anything to hold up our fan base. You can have an empty account. Who gives a fuck? If you're not here to make content, like I said, making content on YouTube is a choice. You choose to do that. People choose to do that. I choose to do it because it's a hobby of mine. I like doing it. You don't have to make content. But the problem is, when you have these empty fucking accounts, like this Cameron dude or whatever his name is, and he's talking shit about everything, you know, calling people dumb, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, I'm just like, okay, you have an empty fucking account and 1 subscriber. I'm just not going to give you the time of day. Like, I'm not going to have a whole comment war with you. If I got something to say with you, I'd say it here, which I've done that. Like, you know, you don't need to be around. You have no place if you're not going to... If you're just gonna sit here and talk shit on other, that's the same thing again what Tammy does. If you're just gonna sit here and talk shit on people, why do you have a YouTube channel for? If you want to talk shit, make a blog. Go somewhere else. Make videos if you want to talk shit about other people. There you go. Don't do it in the comments. That's wasting everyone else's time. No one wants to see you in the comments all the time for years and years and years. Been up here for 4 goddamn years and you haven't done anything. It's like, go away. You're not needed here. Go have fun. That's what YouTube is about. Have fun. Watch crazy cat videos. Watch videos of people getting hit in the nuts. Do whatever the fuck it is. But just don't be everywhere doing dumb shit. People don't like that and they're going to call you out on it. And that's what starts comment wars. Jesus. Haven't done one of these in a while, have I? Little rambling rant thingies. They're fun. They really are. They're fun to just vent. Like, people really underestimate the power of ranting. It's a good way to vent frustration, because stress can make you ill, and I'm already ill enough right now. God, it seems like when I get a cold, I can't get rid of it. I can try anything on the world, and I just cannot get rid of the cold. But this isn't the point of the rant about the cold. It's about just the state of YouTube in general. Like, just certain people I used to like Leafy, for example. I used to like Leafy, but I don't know. Now it's become all this other swept into the YouTube. Why was that even a thing? This YouTube drama alert bullshit is actually still going on. Like, I just don't understand why people, like, if you're gonna make views, fucking do something about it. Don't just, like, try to bot views by having this fake drama bullshit. And, you know, like, Leafy used to call shit like that out, and now he's getting swept right up into it. Like, okay, like, the YouTube drama thing, that was a rant for another time. That was a rant from my past life, for example. Like, I shouldn't have even said something like that, but it's just like, the state of YouTube is just like, okay, you need to be as famous as this. Or, it's like that guy with the glasses is Channel Awesome. Like, no one fucking goes there. No one goes there for, like, the other guys, the filler guys. You know, they go there for, like, Nostalgia Critic or Linkara, all these other, like, handful of, like, 5 people that are actually overwhelmingly, like, sponsored by Doug Walker himself. Excuse me, I had to cough there. Or, like, these other guys or girls or whatever. Like, no one goes there for these filler guys. The ironic thing is that I like some of the filler guys more than the big names that are getting pushed to the front. Like, this Nostalgia Critical Linkara. Like, I just really fell out of liking those guys. It just became very boring to me. Like, especially like in Nostalgia Critic's case, I like some of the new episodes, but it's like, okay, you're overproducing everything now. We know you got money. We know, like, go back to when you were just sitting in front of your camera and making quips and making these cool edits and having these small set pieces. But now you gotta make these things like fucking Lord of the Rings movies. It's like, just review the fucking movie already. Well, I guess that's done. Hope you enjoyed me rambling, or leave a like, comment. Wanna call me a piece of shit? Go right ahead. I mean, again, that's the whole point of YouTube. Broadcast yourself. Do whatever you want. It's the whole point. So, bye-bye.